Welcome back to my channel. I have a very exciting video for you today. We're going to be showcasing the new palette from Nomad Cosmetics. And when I saw this one revealed, you guys, I was so excited. First of all, it is themed green. As you guys know, green is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadow colors. It is probably my absolute favorite eyeshadow color. Anytime I get to pull in green in an eyeshadow look, it just makes me very, very happy. So I was very excited to see this launch. This launch is themed for Ireland. If you're new to Nomad, all of their palettes are themed for like a specific destination. It could be a country, it could be a festival, it could be a park, any kind of destination. This one is themed after Ireland. First of all, I'm loving the outer packaging on the palette. This is supposed to be like representative of moss. It's very, very velvety. You can't really see it unless you're looking at it close up, but there's little embossings of shamrocks all through this velvety packaging. It's so freaking pretty. I also want to talk about the outer carton, which is absolutely beautiful. This is an oil painting of the cliffs of Moher, a print of an oil painting, and it's just so freaking beautiful. Ireland is one of those countries that is on my bucket list to visit. I hope to be able to visit it one day. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but it is on my bucket list of destinations to visit. I will definitely be keeping this out of packaging and putting it in my background. It is just too freaking beautiful to toss. With each palette, they always include this little card, and on the back of the card has all the details of the palette. I'm going to go ahead and read through this while we look at the swatches and the close-ups of the palette itself. The destination. Welcome to a meandering coastal journey full of towering cliffs, verdant hills, and tempestuous seas as we adventure along Ireland's wild Atlantic way. Stretching from the wind-whipped north to the balmy beauty of the sea, this route has sweeping views of untamed lands and unspoiled beaches dotted throughout with charming, colorful villages. Escape, explore, and enjoy the spectacular destination Oscar Wilde described as a savage beauty. The palette. Verdant wild beauty, a spectrum of lush greens from soft moss and lush bogs to emerald gems and rich glens sprinkled with sea blues and neutral touches of limestone, peat and golden flowering plants, 11 grand mats and 7 splendid shimmers inspired by the untamed dramatic beauty of Ireland's west coast. With each palette release, Nomad also works with a specific cause. This one says, we are proud to support Irish Wildlife Trust that works to raise awareness of Ireland's rich natural heritage and protect it for future generations. This color story is just so freaking gorgeous. All these shades of greens, this copper penny shade up here, I'm really, really excited to try out. It is absolutely stunning. Let me give you some pricing and release details. This is an 18-pan palette. Like I mentioned, it is $49 USD. I think it's also €49. The palette is not limited edition. It will be around for at least a year, so that means should it sell out, they will continue to restock it. It will launch March 12th, today at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central. By the time this video goes up, I'm pretty sure that the palette will already have launched. I was hoping to get it up sooner, but I just had a lot of personal stuff happen, so I just wasn't able to do that. So by the time you're seeing this video, I think the palette will have already launched. It is also my birthday, March 12th. I am a Pisces. I am officially 48 years old today, guys, if you can believe it. 48 years old. Some exciting information about shipping as far as outside of the US. They do have a Europe-based location now in Ireland. So if you are in Europe and you order the palette, the palette will be shipped from that location and shipping will be calculated at checkout. I do have a code. It is my first name, Tanelia, followed by the number 10. It will save you 10%. It's non-affiliated. I don't make a commission from that code. It's just to save you guys a little bit of money. So now, with all that said, let's jump into putting together a look. I am extremely excited about this one. I forgot to mention in the opener that I will be doing 2 looks with this video. Usually I do just one, but I thought it'd be fun to play around with a lot of these shades. I just feel like we can do a lot of really gorgeous multiple looks with this one. For this first look, we are of course going to be focusing on the green shades. I think I'm going to put Tante on the outer corner, Blimey Stone in the crease, and then blend it all out with Wild Atlantic Way. So that will be the mattes, and then we will come in with the shimmers later. I think I definitely want to bring in Cliffs of Moher. That copper penny shade is just screaming my name. I've already primed my eyelids. I use the ColourPop Party Proof Eyeshadow Primer in Caramel. First thing we're going to do is take out my detailed eyeshadow brush from Beauty Bay, and we're going to dip into I think I'm saying that right, and lay that down on the outer corner. You guys, when I was swatching these mattes, my word, they were so freaking beautiful. And like I said, I absolutely love green. Green is my absolute favorite eyeshadow shade of all time. Anytime I get to pull in green, I get so excited, which is one of the reasons why March is one of my favorite months of the year. My birthday month, as well as the fact that, you know, green is the theme for St. Patrick's Day. We all love leprechauns. And that matte is blending beautifully. There's just a touch of fallout when I tap into the palette, but that's fine. Fallout does not bother me at all. Now I'm going to take my Real Techniques crease brush and we're going to dip into Blinding Stone. This is just the perfect shamrock green. It is gorgeous. We're going to take that right into the crease and just blend it into that first shade. I mean, look at that. Perfect emerald green. I'm going back in with just a little bit more of that first shade, just to add a little bit more depth to the outer corner. I started to lose a little bit when I started blending in that Blarmy Stone shade. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of Wild Atlantic Way and just kind of blend out the top edges, kind of going into the brow bone. Just going to softly blend out the edges of that first deeper shade. I mean, wow, look at that. That is such a pretty shade. Ooh. Nomad already makes some of my favorite matte formulas, but wow, this one is blending out beautifully. Blend a little bit in the inner corner as well. I'm going to lay down a little bit of BH Cosmetics Base Booster. This is just a little glitter base. I like to put this on to help shimmers pop a little bit more. And then we're going to dip into Cliffs of Mohair, this Copper Penny shade. Very excited about that one. One thing that I don't do whenever I know that I'm going to be reviewing a palette, I don't watch anybody else's reviews, because I know if I do, it will influence my review and what I think about the palette and my look and all that. So any other reviews that come out, I do not watch any reviews at all whenever it's a palette that I know that I'm going to review. So let me just go ahead and lay this down. It's kind of a cut creasy shape. I just like to lay this down wherever I know I'm going to lay down my shimmers. Like I said, it just helps it pop a little bit more. And let's dip into this Copper Penny. When I saw this shade right here, the Copper Penny shade, was one of the shades that just really stood out to me when I first saw this palette. I mean, you can't have, like, you know, a lucky type, you know, Irish themed palette without a Copper Penny shade. I mean, we have to have that. And that is a gorgeous shade, and it goes perfectly with the green shadows. I'm going to go back in with just a little bit more of that first shade, just to kind of blend the copper and the green together. For the inner portion, I think I want to bring in just a little bit of this Ring of Kerry, which is like a super bright, rich gold. I just want to lay a little bit of that right in here, just to add a little more brightness. Oh, that is a beautiful gold. So pretty. That is like the perfect leprechaun gold. To finish off our shimmers, I think I'm going to go ahead and go into Savage Beauty. This has a little bit of a lighter green shift to it, just right directly in that inner corner area. That is going to be it for the shadows. I'm going to go off camera, throw on my liner, lashes, something in my waterline, something on my lips, and then we'll come back and see the final look all put together. Look number one is complete. Let me give you guys some of my details real quick. For my waterline, I'm using one of my Davis liners. I got this from Temu. The shade is called Germany Style, and it's just a really pretty bright limey green. For my wing, I'm using my Artista liner from AOA Studio in black. My lashes are the Whimsy from Pro Beauty Essentials. I got these from TJ Maxx. On my lips, I wanted to go with like a softer orangey tone, so I'm using a combination of the AOA Studio Wonder Pencil in Muse, and then from the Balm, we have the Meet Matte Hues in Honest. This is absolutely one of my favorite orange shades. It will definitely be a repurchase, but that is it for look number one. What do you guys think? I think it came out really, really well. I'm very, very happy with the way everything came together, but that is going to be it for look number one. Let's quickly jump into look number two. Welcome to look number two. Let's jump right on in. We're going to start with Keep Strand. I think I'm saying that right, or Keem strand, which is this really beautiful blue. We're going to put that on the outer corner, and then we're going to blend that into Bun Ready Castle, which I'm going to blend into the crease, and then I might take this yellow right here into the inner portion of the eye. That shade is called Maidenhead, but let's go ahead and start with this one. It is officially my birthday. It is also launch day. Like I mentioned with the first look, this video will be going up after the palette has already launched, but I did check and it's still in stock. It has not sold out or anything, so we should still be good. That is a really, really pretty pigmented blue. It's blending out beautifully. I'm going to go into Bun Ready Castle with my crease brush. This one is from Real Techniques. Shouldn't get muddy blending into this blue. It's actually blended together pretty well. I wanted to go with something different that's like completely different and the opposite of what I did for the first look. With this palette, this color story, like I could see so many different looks being done with this palette. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of Maidenhead on this little small pointy detail brush, and we're just going to lay a little bit of that in the inner portion. Just right in here, just to kind of brighten that area up just a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of my BH Cosmetics Base Booster and just lay that down. This is a little flat brush that I got off of Temu. To lay that down all over the lid where we're going to lay down our shimmer. And I'm going to lay down Slante, which is this beautiful emerald green. I hope I am saying that correctly because I'm honestly not sure. So I'm just going to lay that right here. Oh, that is gorgeous. This is beautiful, shiny, wet looking jewel toned emerald green. That is stunning. For the inner portion of the eye going to the inner corner, we're going to take Savage Beauty, and I'm just going to use my smallest blend bunny brush. That's just the B1. I'm just going to kind of lay that in this part of the eye for some brightness. That is going to be it for the mattes. I'm going to go off camera, throw on my liner, my lashes, something on my lips, something on my waterline, and we'll see the final look all put together. We are back. Final look is complete, and you guys, I am absolutely loving the way everything came together. Let me give you guys my details. For my wing, I'm once again using my Artista liner from AOE Studio. My lashes are also the same ones that I used in the first video. I don't know if I showed you these in the first look, but these are the Whimsy from Pro Beauty Essentials. In my waterline, it's one of my Beauty Bay pencils. This one is in mint. It's just a really pretty bright minty green. And on my lips, I wanted kind of a pinkier, softer nude kind of look going on. So we have 90210 from Persona. That's lip pencil. And then the lipstick. This is the Hydra Matte from Essence. The shade is in 403. I think that says peachy. I'm not absolutely sure. But that is all the details of the finished look. And you guys, once again, I am loving the way that it came out. And I had so much fun with this palette. I think this velvety green packaging is absolutely stunning. This color story is so pretty. And even though it's like a mostly green kind of themed palette, there are so many looks you could do with this palette. Like I could sit here and put together like 3 or 4 more looks if I wanted to. And I might do a couple more looks from my shorts tab. We'll just have to see if I have time. But I thought this palette was beautiful. I don't have any complaints. The mattes blended beautifully. They were super pigmented. They were very soft. The shimmer is very wet looking. I mean, I'm very, very happy with both looks that I was able to put together with this palette. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget my code, Tanelia10. It is not affiliated. I do not make any commission, but you will save 10% if you guys choose to use it. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you did enjoy the video, it does help to get the video into recommendations. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you consider joining my little family, hitting subscribe. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.